Hey everyone, samovenstv here, and in today's little video I'm going to show you how I planned the year. And this isn't going to be theoretical. I'm just going to come out and show you exactly what we've planned for 2022 with my company consulting.com. So instead of explaining a whole bunch of stuff, I'm just going to show you our plan, and if you like it, I mean, you can adapt it and use it for yourself this year in 2022. Because, you know, if you don't have a plan, then you're planning to fail, right? Or if you don't have a plan, you'll become a part of somebody else's plan. Planning is essential. It's crucial in business. And the reason why is because it gives you the ability to put your blinders on, like this horse here. And if you don't know what blinders are, they're used in horse racing. They put them on the race horses, and it kind of just blocks their peripheral vision so they can't see the other horses they're racing with. And this is super important because it keeps them focused on what they need to do, which is keep running forward and get to the finish line. If they don't have blinders on, they'll notice the horses beside them and they'll turn their heads and get distracted and trip over, and it's just a mess. So that's what a good plan gives you. It gives you the ability to stay focused and tune out all the noise. You know, there's going to be all sorts of things going on this year, like the people, you're bound to see people talking about the metaverse, Web 3.0, crypto. You know, you're going to hear all sorts of things, right? And if you're not careful, you'll get pulled in a million different directions, and you know, you won't really do anything with your year. You won't achieve your goals. So with that being said, let me just show you what we've got planned for this year in 2022. Now, what I like to do is think about things holistically first. Like, that's why I call this file the big picture file. And I just use this tool called FigJam, FIGJAM. And I just like to plot out, like, you know, the big picture. How do all of these different pieces fit together? So I'll go ahead and walk you through all of this stuff. So with a business that sells, you know, coaching, training, courses, whatever, you basically have a few main components, and these things never change, right? You always need some forms of traffic. You need a website. You need a product or products, some things to sell. And you need a funnel or multiple funnels. And you need a team, or you can work by yourself. And you've got some goals, like what do you actually want to achieve? And then there's some math, like how does it all work, right? Like, how much do you make per unit? How many units can you sell per month? What about per year? That gives you your revenue. Then what are your costs, right? You've got to pay for a bunch of things. Then you have your revenue less your costs, you get your profit, right? So basically, I like to think about, what are our traffic sources? What are our websites? What are we selling? What are our products? What are our funnels? What's the math? How does it work? And what does our team composition look like? And then what are our goals? And what do we need to do each month, quarter, and week, day, hour to achieve these goals? And when everything's kind of put on one screen like this in this big picture file, it allows you to see what things are important, right? And if something isn't on this page here, then it basically isn't important, because this is all we need to achieve our goals this year, right? So enough of that, let's just drill into traffic. So 2022, what is consulting.com doing in terms of traffic? Well, we're bullish on YouTube organic. You know, YouTube's a really interesting channel. I've tried like all of the different channels, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, all, like most of them. And what's really interesting is that I stopped producing content on my YouTube all across social media about 2 years ago. And all of them basically died except for YouTube. Over those 2 years that I stopped, YouTube continued to deliver, our subscriber count continued to grow, our video views continued to grow, and we still got customers coming in every day and buying from us and they came from YouTube, even though I didn't make a video for 2 years. That is unheard of on every other social platform. There is no compounding effect on these other platforms, right? There's no long tail of dividends, basically. You know, if you put an hour into YouTube, you'll continue to get paid dividends years into the future. But if you put an hour into Instagram, that's not really the case. An hour into Facebook organic, not really the case. You get my point. YouTube, we're bullish on YouTube. And this is going to be our main traffic source in 2022. And I'm going to start making videos again from Feb onwards because it's so valuable. And then we're just going to take our weekly YouTube videos and then just distribute them on a podcast. Podcasts are big, and you know, I'm not going to make separate content for the podcast. I'm just going to basically convert it into an MP3 and distribute it. And then email newsletter. So we're going to send 3 emails per week to our list. And if you're not mailing your list, you're missing out on a lot of money. Like, email newsletters still work great. And you know, if you look at our new website, consulting.com, you can see that we're bullish on YouTube. If you click here, it takes you to our YouTube channel, right? And if you click newsletter, you can join our newsletter and you can see the 3 emails that we're going to send each week. One is to our new YouTube video. The second email is just a simple story or a lesson from my own personal life. And then the third one is a story of a client's success, right? So 3 emails a week and 1 YouTube video per week. That basically forms, and then converting that YouTube video into a podcast, that basically forms our organic traffic strategy for 2022. And then we are going to do a little bit of advertising, and we're going to do YouTube ads, because Facebook ads, I mean, let's face it, they suck, and they seem to be getting worse. And I don't expect that trend to change. However, YouTube, I mean, it's a great channel, it's a great platform, and YouTube ads are basically replacing Facebook ads. So we're going to do some paid ads on YouTube to cold audiences. But for Facebook, we're still going to use it, but just for retargeting, right? So there's our traffic strategy. Now, websites. Well, we've got 2 of them basically. There's the consulting.com website, which is super simple. You can see it by going to consulting.com. And instead of having a blog or anything, we just link to YouTube. And then you can opt into our newsletter. And then we have got 2 products, Uplevel and Quantum. And that's basically it. And then there's my website, samovenstv.com, which just links people to consulting.com basically. So those are our websites. Then products. What are we selling this year? Well, Quantum, which is our Mastermind, which is $36K a year. And then we're going to sell Uplevel, which is a 8-week program, like a hybrid coaching course thing. And we're going to increase the price of Uplevel sometime this year to $9,800 from $5,800. It's still right now $5,800, but before, like sometime around Q2, Q3, we're going to be bumping that price up. And I'll tell you why in a minute. Now, funnels. What have we got? Well, we're only going to have 1 funnel, which is just the Uplevel VSL. And we only need a funnel because we're running some paid ads. So our YouTube ads and our Facebook retargeting ads, they'll direct people to the VSL, which is a video sales letter. So we only need 1 funnel. Now let's look at our team, and then we'll look at some math, right? So our team is pretty simple. We're fully remote, and we're a cross-functional team of 6 people. There's me, and I create the content, help clients, and basically lead the business. There's Jesse, who's my right-hand man. He's the operations manager. He just looks after all the day-to-day, so I can just create and build. Then we've got Nick Hauser and David Dre. They're our client success coaches. They onboard new clients, they coach our clients, and they hold them accountable. And then there's Sid, who's our community manager. He helps manage our online communities, and he also handles some customer support, and he organizes our live events for our Quantum Mastermind. And then there's James, and he's our accountant. He does all of our bookkeeping and accounting and everything. Basically looks after everything so that whenever we have to file a tax return each year, it's only about a 1 hour painless process for us. And we always know that everything's, every I is being dotted and T crossed, basically. And so that's our team. Pretty small, pretty lean. At one point, we had about 50 people. Now we're down to 6. And here's why that's interesting. You'll see when we dig into this math. So let's start with our income. So we're selling 2 products this year, Up-Level and Quantum. Up-Level at 9,800, Quantum at 36. Now we've got a hard cap, a limit for how many people we want in Quantum. We only want 100 people. And that's because, we're not just trying to make as much money as possible here. This year we've got a focus to really find a perfect balance between profit, client results, and happiness, right? I went with this more with more strategy for a while when I scaled consulting.com to a massive level. And it just got super stressful and it wasn't very profitable and I wasn't having fun. And now we're doing something very different. We have a limit on how many people we work with, and we don't want to really work with any more people than that. And we've made it super profitable. So we have a hard limit of 100 people in Quantum. That means that if at 36K a year, that's 300K a month or 3.6 mil a year, right? Up level, we're only going to work with 20 people a month. And 9,800 times 20 gives you 196K a month or 2.35 mil a year. And then I have some affiliate income from products like ClickFunnels and stuff, Active Campaign, and I make roughly 21K a month from that stuff, or 250K a year. Now you add all of that stuff up, you get about 500K a month or 6.2 mil a year in revenue. Now let's look at our expenses. See, our expenses are super lean now. We only pay about 10K a month in contractor fees, about 10K for an office, about 30K for advertising a month, about $1,000 a day, $3,000 a month for tools, and some other expenses like books, trainings, tools, things like that, 10K a month. So our expenses are roughly 64K a month on 520K a month of income, which gives us, a profit of 452K a month or 5.4 mil a year, which is pretty sweet. But we do something called profit sharing, right? So we've got a small team here, but we give them a percentage of the monthly profit that we make. So distributed between them is roughly 340K per month. That's profit after profit share. So the difference between that and that is what we pay to them. And basically on 6.2 mil a year in income, we make, after the profit share is paid out, 4 mil in net profit. That's cash profit. Now, what's interesting about this is just the efficiency we're able to do it with. I've seen a lot of companies that make $1 million a month, the whole 8-figure thing, right? But you'd be surprised. They wouldn't return 4 mil in cash profit, after everything, right? Big numbers can be deceiving. And also, it depends, how much complexity does it take as well to pull that off? So I've got consulting.com to a point where I can run it with a small, lean team, fully remote, with just 2 products, 1 funnel, and not much of a reliance at all on paid traffic. To be honest, we don't even really need to use it. We only really use it so that we know how to teach it, because it's something our clients want. But we really have no dependence on ads, and only really have to make a video a week, send 3 emails a week, and do some mastermind events and communicate with my team of people that I like. And we make about 4 mil per year net cash profit. So that's the big picture, right? Now let's look at our goals for 2022. So grow a successful YouTube channel, and that just means 1 video a week from Feb onwards. master YouTube ads, that means we're able to get 20 up-level customers per month at less than $1,500 each. So a cost per acquisition of less than $1,500 for a $9,800 customer. Build a strong email newsletter. That means sending 3 emails a week using that structure I showed you before. And then create a new version of UpLevel, basically sharing this new model that we've got here, more with less, how to make multiple millions per year in net profit while still having fun, getting your clients amazing results, not having much reliance on paid traffic, and being super profitable. And when we release this new version, it'll be the new price point. Build a strong team culture. That means doing daily stand-up meetings with my team. Keeping expenses low. That means keeping costs below $65K a month. And if we do all of these things, then we're able to easily generate more than 4 mil cash profit after the profit share. So that's basically it. That's the big picture. And if you're doing this for yourself, I suggest, working off a similar kind of big picture file. You can use FigJam. You can just Google it. You can find the tool. Define your traffic sources, your websites, your products, your funnels, the math, your team, and your goals. And keep tweaking this until everything kind of fits together into a cohesive whole, right? And the math lines up, everything lines up. And when you get everything to line up and click together, it will make everything super clear to you, and it will give you a lot of energy and motivation because you can see, this is exactly what I need to do to achieve my goal. And once you have this, you can put your blinders on like that horse I showed you and just focus on building it and getting it done. And you don't need to worry about anything else. It's just execution, right? Now, I've got one of my products is called Quantum. And I want to tell you about it right now because, we're in January of the new year, right? January is the perfect time to think about what you want to achieve this year in 2022, right? You've got a full, clean year. You've got 12 months. So, where do you want to be at the end of this year? Ask yourself that question and really think about it. And set some clear goals. And then, honestly, one of the best things you can do if you really want to achieve your goals is to join a mastermind, right? Because a mastermind gives you a few things. You get a mentor who can actually help you form your goals and form your big picture plan, which I just showed you. And then they can hold you accountable throughout the year. And if your mentor has achieved what you want to achieve, then that just shortcuts the whole process. But not only that, you get to collaborate with other people who are on the same journey as you. Because even when you've got a big picture plan and it all makes sense and you put your blinders on like this horse, sometimes you get distracted or your emotions come in and, you might get down and then you might just not feel like it, right? Emotions are the question mark, really. And what I've found is being in a mastermind with other people who are doing the same thing as you really helps keep your emotions in check, and it gives you a support network and your probability of achieving your goals goes up exponentially. So let me tell you about Quantum. So basically what it is it's a mastermind and we go for 12 months and there's a hard limit of 100 people, and basically it's for people who are selling, if you're a course creator, a coach, a consultant, an agency, basically anyone selling information or advice and you're making at least 30 grand a month, right? If that's you, then you're probably struggling with these things, right? Scaling while maintaining a high ROI, hiring and managing a team, delegating the day-to-day operations, and then running a business by the numbers with 60% plus profit margins and 20% or less tax, and having a peer group of other people so you can raise your standards. This is who it's for, and here's how it works. So as soon as you join, you get a one-on-one onboarding call with me personally, where we'll map out your plan for the year. We'll dig into your products, your funnels, your traffic sources, your goals, we'll do the math, and we'll like get this big picture thing sorted for you so you know exactly what you're doing this year and it's realistic. If your goals are seem a bit out there, I'll just call you out on it, and we'll really be optimistic but realistic at the same time, right? That's super important with goals. And we'll map out that plan for you for this year. Then we have live events. So we do 4 events each year, and they go for 3 days each. 2 are in person and 2 are virtual via Zoom. And this year, this is the Quantum Mastermind. This is what it looks like. But this year, if I show you our event schedule, so live events, our first event is happening March 25, 26, 27, and that's going to be in person in Los Angeles. And then our second event is virtual over Zoom, and it goes June 24, 25, 26. Then our Q3 event is in person, September 23, 24, 25. And that one's going to be in Los Angeles. And then our Q4 event's virtual, December 9, 10, 11. That's via Zoom. So that's when the events are happening this year. 2 virtual, 2 in person, 4 a year, every quarter. I find it helps to do things quarterly because, you set your goals for the year, and then you get to come together with this group every quarter and see how you're going against your goals and see how other people are going. And some people might have problems that you have, but you don't quite know how to articulate yet. And then when you see the group resolve those problems, you can apply them too. Plus, there's also just this awesome energy that comes from hanging out with like 100 people who are in the exact same situation as you. The energy is awesome, and the connections that happen are awesome, and it's just a lot of fun as well. And we record all of the events, so if you can't attend them, then you don't need to worry. The recordings are all available online, and I'll show you what that looks like. So inside this Quantum Mastermind, we have a community, which is where people post and comment. You can see this. And then we have a classroom, which is where all of our event recordings go. So the recordings are in here for every single mastermind back to 2017. So they're all in here. The latest one was here, Q4 2021. You can see all of the recordings. So we record everything, so you don't need to worry about missing it. And there's also a calendar which shows you when, if you look at the year, you can see when all the Q&A calls are happening and when the events are happening. So the whole year's already planned out. Now, if I get back to this, so we also give you in Quantum all of the tools that are required to build, test, maintain, and optimize all of your business systems. It's like ads tracking, sales rep, call performance tracking, even things like this big picture file, right? We've got a lot of tools that we've developed internally for our own purposes, like as we've been running one of these businesses, and we share all of those with you as well. You also get access to our Skool community where you can hang out with 99 other founders. And then there's some coaching. So we do a 2-hour weekly Q&A call on Zoom where you can ask me any questions live, right? And we also have a social call, which is kind of fun. Every month we hang out on Zoom for a call that you don't need to even show up with a question. And the conversation just kind of evolves, and it's pretty awesome what happens on these calls. And then accountability. We also give you a success coach which I showed you here, right? Either Jesse, David Dre, or Nick Hauser. So they will check in with you every quarter, and they will hold you accountable to the plan that you and I created when you first joined. So you've got accountability from my team every quarter, You've got the quarterly events, 2 are in person and 2 are virtual. You've got the weekly Q&A calls, the once a month social call, and you've got this community of people here who, you can chat to them or post or comment whenever you want. So it's a really awesome thing that's come together kind of organically over like 7 or 8 years. There's some members that are still in Quantum that have been in here from 7 years ago, right? It's an awesome community. So that's basically what Quantum is and how it works. And everyone that's in Quantum is basically doing something similar to this, right? They really do want to focus on profit. They're not really just revenue people. Profit is important to them. They want to have a small team and they want it to be remote. They don't want to sell a ton of different products, right? Less is more. They would like to just sell 1 or 2 things. Most people are selling a high ticket product and a mastermind. And they believe in these traffic sources. They believe in YouTube organic, and maybe some YouTube ads. And so pretty much everyone in Quantum is doing something similar to this. If I search for big picture here, you can see that some people they're sharing their big picture files, right? And everyone's giving them feedback on it. So it's a super collaborative environment where people share like their plans with each other. And you can also see here that a lot of members are launching their own masterminds. Like here, Mitch just sold his first 3 mastermind clients for $30K each. And then you can see in the comments, like some other people started their mastermind, and there's always people starting masterminds in Quantum. And then you can see Mitch sold 2 more and had a 65K day. So, people are launching masterminds in here, right? And they're discussing their plans. And there's also a lot of talk of YouTube organic. Like if I scroll down here, you can see that some of our members are attending YouTube events and learning from dudes like Mr. Beast. So we're always discussing YouTube organic, and we're reviewing different people's channels and giving them feedback and seeing, who's using YouTube well to grow their subscriber base. But not only that, but be able to convert them into high ticket clients, right? Because it's not just about having a lot of subscribers. It's about being able to fill your programs up and make profit. And YouTube can be used that way. So there's a lot of talk about that. And there's also a lot of talk about YouTube ads, right? This happens a lot of the time. You can see there's a lot of people asking about YouTube ads. And we've got some awesome YouTube ads training in Quantum already. And we've got multiple members in Quantum who spend a lot of money on YouTube ads. And I would say most of our Quantum members have already jumped from Facebook ads to YouTube ads, and they haven't looked back, right? So Quantum is for you if you're selling info, like a course, coaching, agency, mastermind, whatever, and you want to sell high ticket, you want to keep things simple, you want to have a small, lean team of people that you like, and you want to make multiple millions of dollars per year in profit, right? Like 5 mil plus in net profit. That's what you want to do. And you like YouTube as a channel. And yeah, basically if you resonate with all of the stuff that I showed you today and you want to be a part of this, then Quantum is a good fit for you. So if you're interested in joining Quantum, right now is the perfect time, because it's a 12-month thing, right? We work together for 12 months. And right now is the perfect time because it's the start of the year. So you can think about what you want to achieve. You can come up with your goals. You can join Quantum. You can have the one-on-one onboarding call with me. We'll go over your business. We'll set your plan and your big picture for the year. And then, we can get to work on it right away. And you'll be at the end of this year. You should be where you want to go, where you want to get to, and you'll have those quarterly events and quarterly accountability check-ins with my team and the weekly Q&A calls. So if you want to be a part of this, there should be a button beneath this video. Click it and you'll be able to book a call with somebody from my team. You'll be talking to Jesse, Hauser, or David Dre. Great people. And it'll be a Zoom video call, right? And you can just tell them what business you've got and what you want to achieve this year, and they'll be straight up with you and tell you whether this is a good fit or not. And if it is, we can get you enrolled right away, and you can have your one-on-one onboarding call with me where we map this out right away. And then we can get to work. Now, like I said, there is a cap of 100 people per year for Quantum, and we're at like 76 or something right now. It'll probably fill up before the end of January since we're doing this little promotion here. So if you want to get in, now's the time to do it, because this will fill up. So click the button beneath this video, book a call with my team, let's talk. If it's a good fit, let's do it. And let's make 2022 your best year yet.